Hi, this will be a short introduction to HTML. HTML is the language that we use to build web pages and web applications. You can write HTML in plain text documents. You can't write HTML in rich text documents that are, like Word or, in a PDF or something, right? Those documents save a lot of extra characters and a lot of extra information along with the text. HTML needs to be written in a plain text document, which is a document that only saves the characters that you type. Okay, so I'm going to use a code editor. I'm going to use Visual Studio Code. You can also use brackets and you can use Atom if you like. And there's a few other text editors, Sublime, and I don't know, I think you can use Notepad on Windows and TextEdit on the Mac if you set it to plain text mode. Okay, so here I am in VS Studio Code. I'm going to make a brand new document. So I just did Command N, and I'm going to save my document into this folder called Lesson 1. And traditionally we name our first document index, and then if it's an HTML document, we follow with the file extension .html. So I'll save this into my folder. I'll just replace the old one that was there. And how do you write HTML? Well, HTML is written with these tags, right? And tags defined elements, right? So I'm going to write this first tag here. This is a special tag, and it's the only one that looks like it does. It begins with the arrow and then the exclamation point, right? And then it closes off with the arrow here, okay? This Doctype tag says what type of HTML you're writing. So we're writing the HTML5 type of HTML, and so this is the tag that specifies that. Okay. The next thing we do is we write the HTML tag. Okay, so this is boilerplate. All HTML documents you create will have this tag in it. Okay. You'll notice that the tag begins with the arrow. It has the name of the tag, HTML, followed by the closing arrow. Okay, and then there's another tag that looks the same, except it has an extra slash in it. So this is called a closing tag. So sometimes we have an opening tag and a closing tag, and in this case the HTML tag defines an HTML document, and so everything between the opening and the closing tag are part of that document. Okay, so that's the use of the closing tag. So if we start something here, we can put some stuff in between it, and we can say, hey, that thing that we were working on, it ends right here. Okay, so HTML has a lot of tags. You don't have to memorize them all. I'm going to go over some of the boilerplate tags, or the tags that you'll use in every document right here. So this is the head tag. So the head tag contains meta information for your document. Okay, typically inside the head tag you'll include another tag called title, and this lets you set the title of your document. So maybe I'll title my document Lesson 1. Okay, so you'll notice here that the title tag has a closing tag, the head tag has an opening and a closing tag, and then the HTML tag has an opening and a closing tag. Okay, there's a rule when you're writing these tags is that they can't overlap. So in other words, if I open up the HTML tag and then I open another tag inside it, this, for example, the head tag here would have to close before the HTML tag closes, or else the tags would be said to overlap. So this one has to begin here and end here before I can close the one that was opened previously. Right? So, and I'll show you what I mean by that. If I were to take the head tag, the closing one, and put it here, then if I was to say select the head tag here and then keep selecting until I found the closing head tag, you can see that it contains the closing tag for a tag that's outside, right? And that means that this HTML tag is overlapping with the head tag. And the same thing happens here. If I select the HTML tag and I select all the way to the closing tag, this inner head tag has not been closed before we get to the closing tag for this one, right? So so the tags are not allowed to overlap. Okay. You can have any number of tags within another tag if you like. We'll do some of that later. We need one more tag to get our basic document complete. So I'm going to add the body tag. So the head tag has meta information about our document that's not visible, like we don't actually see this on the page. It's not part of our website. The body tag, on the other hand, contains everything that you see in the web browser. So everything that you put in here is visible. It's printed on the page or displayed on the page, or it's like the content of our site. Okay, so this is meta information about our site, and this is our site down here inside the body tag. Okay, so there's your basic introduction to HTML. I'll have another couple videos to kind of go over some more information about the tags, but this is the basic structure for any web page. You would always start here: doctype, HTML, head, title, and body. Okay, don't worry about memorizing this. You can always look it up. You can always keep this as a in another document and just copy it when you need it. And over time you'll just memorize it. But for right now, it might seem like a lot, but don't worry about that. Okay, so thanks for watching.